You guys are all different grade levels, right?
Mostly juniors and seniors.
Juniors and seniors, okay. So, do you know what I'm here to talk to you about? Jellyfish. So how many of you guys have been in Lake Michigan? Yep. And how many of you have seen a jellyfish in Lake Michigan? Okay. How many of you have been to the ocean? How many of you have seen a jellyfish in the ocean? Think yet? How many of you have been stung by a jellyfish?
Oh, I didn't know you guys have seen.
Couple. All right. Anybody want to share and talk about it a little bit? Nobody? You got stung by a jellyfish, you know, it was so terrible you don't want to share? No? Okay. Well, I just went on a vacation this summer, and I've been in Lake Michigan, and I've been to the ocean, and we went to South Carolina. Atlantic Ocean, right? There's an island down there called Hilton Head. I had my wife with me, we had grandparents, we had a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. Has anybody been in the preschool? And been seeing this little kid, Aiden, right? That little boy. So he's down there with us. We're on the beach. And we stayed at a place where like it's really close to the ocean. And normal ocean thing, right? You play in the sand and you plan on playing in the water. And at the lifeguard stand, there were already some people, the first morning we go down, that were like crowded around the lifeguard stand. And we're like, what is going on? Why? In families, older people, younger people, all like, man, these lifeguards are hot, right? But what are all these people doing down by the lifeguards? So we started going down in the water. And then people, and this is like 8, 9 in the morning, were like walking out of the water, adults, little kids occasionally, were screaming as they're walking out of the water. So boys who had your hand up before, what are they screaming about? They got stung. The water in the morning was a little bit cloudy. Why do you think it was cloudy? It was kind of like a brownish. You go out 20, 30 feet, not very brown. What? No, it wasn't that. The water clarity, what do you think was happening? Tides. Okay, so it was the morning and the tide was coming in, so what was in the water that made it a little bit cloudy? What are you on at most places? This was a sand beach, so what was in the water? The sand. The sand was making it cloudy. So those people who were getting stung couldn't see the jellyfish. And it was about 9 in the morning. It was pretty warm out. It was like in the 90s almost every day. We were in South Carolina, specifically on Hilton Head Beach. And my wife and I look at each other and we're like, hey, are we going to let Aiden go in the water? Not when little 4-year-olds are coming running out of the water getting stung. So we're going to wait. And then there were so many people at the lifeguard stand, we couldn't even go up to them to say, like, what's the problem? Because people were getting sprayed by these bottles and stuff like that. So we were thinking, okay, let's come back at noon tomorrow. So we come back at noon tomorrow, and guess how far back the tide was from where it was at 8 and 9 in the morning? Like 5 feet. You guys ever seen tides move and stuff? It was over 20 feet. 30 feet. Guess how clear the water was? Much more clear. Why was that? Which way was the tide going? In the morning, it was cloudy and the tide was coming which way? Okay? And in the afternoon, at noon and later, which way was the tide going? Out. And how many more people were getting stung by jellyfish in the afternoon? Was the lifeguard stand crowded? It wasn't as crowded. So, when do you think Aiden went swimming? Every single day? At 9 in the morning or after lunch?
After lunch.
Yeah, do you think I got in the water at 9 in the morning? Yeah, I did, because I don't care so much about jellyfish and I want to get in the water, and I went in there. We have a little 4-year-old, right? He'd been to the ocean a couple times. And all these other 4-year-olds, none of them had like huge man-of-war jellyfish wrapped around their arm and they're like wailing in the water. But you could see these visible stings on people. And my question to Miss Chambers was, why is that? Like, what is going on with these jellyfish and the tides and stuff like that? And she said maybe that's a good question for you guys to answer.
Because I don't really know, to be honest. Thought you guys could find out for me.
I think that's my pitch.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very much. No, that was perfect.